Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope we're having a fantastic and amazing day today. In our last episode, we started to do the upgrade on our cathedral, and here it is, all completed, good to go. We have the residents in range happiness plus 15% buff, but we're also going to be utilizing lanterns and ceremonial bread for this. So right now we only have the one cathedral, and the rest of them are still churches. So we'll upgrade those in time here. But we got a problem. All warehouses are full. So what I want to do to get started here, let's go ahead and we're going to learn some durable storage yard stuff. So we'll get this to be a pretty easy thing to start working on and implementing. The hardest part is going to be upgrading, because when you upgrade, they have to put all this stuff somewhere. Like this guy's at 120%, and when we go to upgrade, they're going to have to move it somewhere. Where are we going to put it? So that's underway, but let's go ahead. We're going to grab our durable storage yard, and I want to put one right up over in here. And hopefully that'll help a little bit as we start to transition some of this stuff out. You can see that it's going, it's getting there. But we got to go through, we got to upgrade all these little guys here. We have storage yards kind of scattered out like throughout the town, really. Let's see if we can find another one here. I think we got one up over in this area. So we're going to have to figure those guys out and just kind of upgrade as we go along. Luckily, we're getting some immigrants right in here. We're really low on laborers, and I really need some more salt. So the salt I want to utilize for our health. So if we come up over to our little soap workshop here, salts are at 0. And we have plenty of fat, so we could easily get some more soap going. And the reason why I'm saying soap is because our health is below 93. I mean, it's pretty good. It's 93%, it's pretty good. But I want to kick it up a little bit if we can. So salt is going to be the thing that we need for the soap workshop. We need, of course, another soap workshop for that. So let's grab one of those guys. And we'll come over to, well, this area's all full up now pretty much. We'll come over down here in this little space, and we'll get this guy going right in here. Okay, well, this is convenient. We got our steel tools right in here. I'm going to add a couple more of these guys, because what I want to do with the steel tools, we learned the technology in the last episode, I think it was, or a couple episodes ago, remodel gear. And that is going to be requiring steel tools to create. And that's going to be done over here on the forge. So if we have gear, we need steel tools, we need steel. So we need to get that working a little bit better. Building kits look like we're at 500, so that's doing wonderful. We're probably going to want another forge specifically for that though. So this will work great right over in here. It's kind of close. So we'll get that guy going, and we'll get some gear going in there. The gears I want to use for our reservoirs, we can upgrade several different things with the gear. But the reservoirs is kind of what I'm thinking, because we're in the red with our water. So instead of building more reservoirs, I'm just going to upgrade the ones we have, and that'll be a 10% increase for each one we have. We have 5, so that's a pretty good increase without having to build any other buildings and utilize any other workers. So that's what I'm going for. Another little upgrade that we did is the Research Academy. This was also several episodes ago, but it just kind of evaded me. So I found it. We got 2 of our institutes upgraded to academies, and these guys are utilizing books now instead of paper. And if we look at this, paper is increasing 200 technology experience, where book is 900, rope is 300. So we definitely want some books going on. So we have the books going on, but we're also using books over here in one of our touristy deals in the grocery. So we just built this grocery very recently, last episode or the one before, and we put in here common goods and gift goods. We're utilizing our books and our lanterns. So those things, you can see here, they're getting used up pretty quick. So I want to double down on books, and we want to probably get some more lanterns going as well. So let's take a quick look at paper. We're doing okay with paper. We got 851. So we got a little spot over in here where we're making some paper. So let's go ahead. We're going to go over in here, and we are going to get another printing factory. We are going to utilize this paper over in here to get us more books. And we're also going to need to be making ink. So we'll do an ink, and we'll do the actual book binding area. So these 2 buildings on the way. And again, we're getting that warehouse needed warning. So let's go over here in our technologies. We got 1 more point. Let's grab cellar, and we're going to move to the storage boost here eventually. This thing is going to require a little bit of stuff going on here. Building kits, lanterns, rope, and steel. Everything but the lantern we got figured out. So let's go visit our little lantern area too. Okay, so right now we have 2 lighting factories, right? We have our lamp oil getting made in this one, and then we have the lanterns getting made in this guy. And how are we doing on these resources? It's looking like we're going to need some more glass bottles. The oil is okay. We got tons of fat, so let's put another worker in this lighting factory. And let's see, we need steel tools for the upgrade. I'm not gonna do that. We don't have a whole lot of steel tools, but we'll get the oil going and we'll get one more worker on this lantern stuff, and we'll get that working a little bit better. We'll replenish the worker that's out of this kiln factory, making us glass bottles, and then we'll check our sand and our refined fuels. Both look great, so let's get that operating a little bit better. This kiln factory is just hanging out. We're gonna switch that to glass bottles. Let's get some more glass bottles going on. Okay, so we're still getting this warehouse's full thing, and look at that, the durable storage yard is already full up. So is the one we upgraded. So we gotta do some more upgrades. We want to get to that storage facility right in here, the storage boost. Such a huge thing to gather up all the goods around town. It's very nice to have. Alternatively, though, we could also do some expansion things here. Expand the capacity of buildings with stone, which increases 2,000 of the containable weight of items. So pretty good. Let's go ahead and we'll visit our durable storage yard and see if we can do a similar thing. Yes, we can. It's only 30 cut stone. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're looking at inventory 115%, and then the upgrade drops it to 100%. So while not like super duper good, pretty good. We'll do those two upgrades like that. And we're going to upgrade this guy, and we'll upgrade this guy as well. So like I said, we'll just go through and we'll upgrade those guys. Our warehouses can also be upgraded with some brick. Let's do that. See, this is where that battery modeling would be really good. I got 15 of these guys around town, and the battery modeling is 2 tech points away. So, you know, we're kind of a ways out for that. We got to get our books going, got to get some more of our research academies underway. No, I'm kind of thinking about doing a couple more research institutes as well. We're kind of getting a little bit slow with our points because we're kind of, we're getting there. Almost done with all of our technology points. So I want to get another one of these guys going and get it going a little bit better here. We'll just kind of tuck it in with this little neighborhood here. We'll do a couple of them. All right, that's great. Back over here, our soap workshop. Let's go ahead. Ooh, medicinal soap would be good. Medicinal powder is very low though. We have the fat, of course, but you know, don't really have a good amount of that. Salt is okay here. We didn't do anything with the salt. We do have the baskets though. Let's go through and we'll do some upgrades on the baskets on our salt works. You know, I thought I had done that, and we did that before. So yeah, so only the one salt works that I clicked on happened to need new baskets. So we're getting that going. Let's go ahead and grab another salt works here. I want to leave this space open because we're going to get a different fishing dock here at some point, and I'm kind of planning on that being its location. So let's go ahead and we'll get this guy going over in here. There's the 1 and there's the 2. That should be just fine. We're still getting these obsidian roads replaced. Like, there's so many roads and we're just not getting a very good amount of obsidian here. It's a very slow process to upgrade the roads with the obsidian. So more workers would be great, but we got other things we got to worry about right now besides the roads getting better. It sure would be nice for our logistics though. It looks like we do have a second horse finally in our other corral, so we were going to transfer that guy over here to corral 31. Let's go ahead and we'll go down horse, and we will transfer this guy over, only one of them, to corral 31. There we go. A couple more horses coming in. That'll be really wonderful. And it's looking like our butcher is pretty full. Now we got pigs going on over in here. We have lots of meat chops. We got lots of pork coming in, 15,000 pork. We're going to go ahead and bump this thing up. I think we're at 2,000. And we'll just leave it like that. But I want to show off the pigs here, and this is the reason why I wanted to get the pigs. So this one right here, this corral, 840 pork in the last year for the pigs. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about those. In contrast here, the beef is 216, so it's substantially better. But for whatever reason, this pork number 276 is pretty low. And then 414 in the last year, and this one, we just don't have enough pigs in here yet. So it's getting there. But let's go through. I think I'm going to go through by hand here and upgrade these warehouses as much as we can with some bricks and hopefully make that storage a little bit better. All right, all those warehouses have now been expanded, doubling their capacity. So it's like we built 15 warehouses. So pretty good. Happy about that. Printing factory is completed. Okay, so we talked about getting some ink over in here. We need the coal. Oh, 0 coal. That's a big problem. Big problem, actually. And then we have our water, and that's going to get us some ink. So we'll get this one person working in here, and then we'll come over here to the other printing factory, and then we're going to say books. Again, no ink, need the paper, and we don't have any books in reserve, so also really got to get this happening. Go ahead, and we'll leave the one worker in there for now, but we got to find a mine that is able to get coal for us here. I think what we'll do, we'll switch over this deep mine that we got going on, making us some iron ore, and we're going to get some coal going. I don't think we're gathering any coal right now, and that's a big problem, because that's something that we were utilizing mostly for heating on all of our houses. And I have seen a couple of snowflakes running around, but it wasn't anything that like really grabbed my attention. So it must not be a huge deal, but I really want to get some coal figured out here. So we don't have a ton of excess people. I'm going to leave the 17. I'm going to swap these 5 workers over from iron to coal now. So let's get that going on. You know, we are getting some silver ore for some silver cutlery. Coal is probably more important at this point. So we'll switch that over to coal as well. Let's get that happening. Let's get some books. Let's get some technology, and let's keep rolling with that. Our forge is good to go up over in here. Let's get started with some gears. 127 steel tools, not too bad. Go ahead and get those guys going as well. Okay, great. Let's find, how are we looking at for steel? 937. Wonderful. So I think we have our advanced smithy. That's what we're going to need for some steel tools. So let's come back over in here. I think we may be able to fit one of our smithies in one of these little nooks and crannies over in here. Look at that, fits in there perfectly. So we'll go ahead, we'll grab our advanced smithy, get that guy going, get some more steel tools happening, and then we can go ahead and start making gears even more efficiently. So that'll be a very good thing to get going here. And then we have our town hall. We got a couple of things to change around here. We have the agricultural proficiency +1. Let's go ahead and change that to processing proficiency. And then we have new seeds acquired tobacco. I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and change this guy. Construction material consumption -10%. We'll grab that. Okay, and we do have a policy to review here. So we have manufacturing and production policies to work on. Regular production, we have no effects. We also have focus on quality and efficiency. The quality says the durability of clothes, tools, backpacks, and shoes is increased by 20%. The work efficiency is decreased by 20% in tailors, smitheries, and knitting workshops. Ooh, that's interesting. See, I don't really like these very much. The efficiency is a similar thing here. The work efficiency of the tailor, smithy, and knitting workshop is increased by 20%, and then the durability of clothes, tools, backpacks, and shoes decreased by 20%. So I'm going to leave it as regular production. I think that's just fine. And I got a feeling that the production policies are going to be very similar here. Let's see. The work efficiency of buildings that process meat increases by 20%, but the chance of animal plague is high. Okay. Then we have focus on beverage processing. The work efficiency of buildings that produce beverages increases by 20%, but citizens are easier to have fights. Interesting. The work efficiency of buildings that produce trade goods increases by 20%, but the price of trade goods decreases by 10%. Okay, that's see, I like the green is better than the decrease. I think that one might be okay, but I'm not going to grab it, I don't think. Then we have focus on construction material processing. The work efficiency of buildings that produce construction materials increases by 20%, and the time of the construction process increases by 40%. I really don't like this one. I guess, so what if it takes a little bit longer, I guess, right? But, you know, if I want something built, I want it built now, really not. I don't want to wait forever, 40% longer for it, right? Let's skip those, I think. We did get a new one of the religious policy here. We currently have no intervention, and then there's encourage. The effects are citizen stress decreases by 5%. Citizens movement speed decreases by 30%. Ceremonial bread and lantern consumption increases by 10%. Well, these two things we don't really have going that strongly right now, so I don't think that would be a good idea to do. But holy cow, the decrease of 30% on movement speed. Oof. That's just not good. That's just ick. I don't like that at all. So those are some policies. We're not going to enact any of them. We're just going to keep it even keel. We're not going to go any wild direction. Okay, let's go revisit our little area down over in here just to see how things are working. Our soap workshop. See, now we need salts again. Soap workshop has produced about 55 salts, so not super duper. This advanced smithy has produced a good amount of steel tools, down to 47. Come over in here to our little salty area here. Got 4 people working. Bring in some more salt for us. And we need to upgrade baskets, of course. Forgot about that. And we're down to 15 laborers, so I don't want to add any more people in there. We are going through laborers pretty quickly. We're not birthing enough people to keep up with the death rates. So it's a kind of a balancing act I'm trying to do here. It's that city stress that's the problem. We're still working on our garden villas over in here. We got 25% decrease on each of them, and I was able to get some luxury furniture in there because we ordered a bunch, increasing this a little bit more, so more people can live there. So it's pretty good. I like that. And then of course we have our other garden villas in here that we just completed because we got that shipment of the luxury furniture in. So it's getting there. We need some more garden villas. We need some more luxury houses, so we're working on it. As the number of pastures in the town grows, the town has a more stable meat supply. Citizens want different recipes for meat to cook more healthy and delicious food. Purchase books for 100? Oh, absolutely. Quality time. Oh, I was thinking that it was book. That makes more sense. So that book is the one that goes in the school or the academy. Now, thinking about the academy, yeah, we do have it unlocked, but there we go. There's our lantern problem again. Let's revisit our lantern area up over in here. I just want to see what's happening with this. Lamp oil is low and glass bottles are low. We knew that was going to happen with the glass bottles, but the lantern stuff is still really low. Let's get another lighting factory going. Actually, let's see what we can do for lighting factory upgrades. We need some steel tools. We can do that. Let's do it. And then we can put in a new employee, but we don't have the right materials for that. Let's grab our lighting factory. We're going to put in one more over in here. Okay, and then our quarry looks like is all emptied out. So we're going to go ahead and hit P, turn this one off, get those workers back. We need them. And I don't have the infinite quarry yet, it looks like. So what we could do, we do have the one technology point. We could grab that, or we could go for our storage boost. But I think we're going to skip storage boost for now, just because with that warehouse upgrade that we did, we seem to have figured out our storage problem for now. So I think we're okay with logistics. I want to work towards getting fishing so that we can get the seal fur to start making our own luxury goods. I also want to get to processing and get the refined leather and get the meat feast and bakery. A couple things I want to do here. But I think what we'll do, let's get that exploitation technology for our senior quarry to make this a deep quarry. We need more lanterns. We got to do a shipment of lanterns here, but again, no more workers to do that. So I don't want to put 10 people in a caravan because that's going to bring us down to 5 workers, and I need more than that. So we're just going to hold up for now. I would like more than 15 even. If we could have about 30 right now, I'd be happy about it. But things aren't working out quite as good as they could for us in that department. So this is something that I just noticed, kind of interesting. The fertility rate is at 26%, right? So that's not great. But look at what it says here. The fertility rate declines when citizen stress increases. So we knew that, right? But the lack of new houses and population aging will also affect birds. Now, I guess that makes a little bit of sense, right? If they don't have new houses to move into, why would they make more people, right? And then if they're old, they're not going to be making new people in general. So my idea is here, I'm curious to see how this is going to affect this. Put in a new little area, right? We really need some more workers. We do have some tourists coming in here pretty quick. We can maybe utilize those people, but I want to build up this little new neighborhood, and we're going to do some garden villas in here, and we're going to see how our stress is affected. I'm curious about that. We can build a whole bunch of new homes, and that's going to lower our stress. I'm interested in that. I want to do that for sure. And I think what we'll do over in this little area, since it's going to be kind of the ritzy area, we got the rich people over in here with the garden villas. We're going to go for our academy as our school. Let's go ahead. We'll do it right on the corner up over in here. And I think that'll be okay. And we'll get that guy going. We haven't built one yet, so I wanted to see what that's all about. And we'll get that guy going. And it looks like our health, so we were talking about that at the very beginning, is at 99%, up from 93. So we're heading in the right direction. That means, hopefully, that our soaps are getting figured out. And, well, barely, I guess. And some of the other stuff that we got going on to help with health is happening and helping out. It's great. Okay, so that's that situation. The storage stuff is seemingly fixed, so we're doing all right with that. And we got one more technology point. Let's pop up in here and let's see what we can do. We do have the jewelry, which would be a good thing to do to finish up this tree over in here. But we also could process this stuff and sell it. But no, another thing that would be good is get the Jade House, and this is going to be able to find Jade stone in stone. But I think what I want to do with this one point we got, I want to get toward batch remodeling. I want to see what that thing is. So we'll work on this. Like I mentioned before, we want to get to the fishing. We want to do this meat feast and bakery, but not going to quite do that just yet, I guess. And we'll get that stuff happening. Let's just do a moment and look at what we got going on for materials. So we were concerned a little bit about the coal situation. Looks like it's all right. Our domestic fuels seem to have been carrying us as far as heating stuff goes. Wonderful. And then our tooling. Hardwood tools are kind of our primary tool, and we got some steel tools that we're using for upgrades. Oh, speaking of upgrades, let's take a quick look at our reservoir. What can we do for gears? 25 gears. We can easily upgrade that, and we'll go ahead and do so in this one here, and we'll go through and we'll upgrade all of our reservoirs with gear. All right, and that's an additional 10% increase in efficiency, so that's wonderful. And I think this will be a pretty good spot to call this episode. So in the last two, we've been working a little bit on like just kind of maintenance-y things. trying to keep up with our demands on all of our goods. Our stress, of course, has been an issue, so we're working through some of these things. We have City Skylines coming out on Tuesday, which I'm super excited for. But there's something that I was hoping to take the day off from work and come over and hang out with you guys and stream all day. However, we have somebody coming in from out of the country, really, and I need to be at work on Tuesday. So expect some City Skylines next week because I'm so excited about that. And I'm definitely going to do some streaming, and I want you guys to come hang out with me and we can all check it out together. It'll be great. So that's kind of the plan for next week. I'm getting towards the end of our settlement survival. This one here, not quite done with it yet. I might do another episode on the weekend here. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, happy Friday, and I hope you have a fantastic and amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you again real soon.